the Red Bull ring. Can he keep the cap? He's still the wrong going. Here comes Polisbargo over the crest. Down. Tipping's left. It's going to be done. Oliveira wins. The second row with Maverick Vinales and Jack Miller. Your world champion leader Fabio Quartararo. He starts from the back of Red Bull Gives You Wings. He hopes to be flying in this 28-lap race, does Polisbargo. Jack Miller, we're all set to go. Maverick Vinales, fist pumping the tank of his factory Yamaha. Harold Daniel won the first ever Premier Class race. The Ironman TT Cares, Mick Doohan, Casey Stoner, Jorge Lorenzo, Eddie Lawson, Kevin Schwantz. We've ever had the privilege and pleasure to watch on two wheels, and this is a man, Valentino Rossi. No sighting lap or warm-up lap for Zarco. He's going straight in cold from pit. We'll keep an eye on Johan Zarco. At the moment, then, we're going to start this Grand Prix dry. He definitely does things his own. His first MotoGP pole, first since Moto2. Valencia 2013, first. Oh, he is out. He's going into pit lane. So will Andrea Dovizioso head home to Misano in 3 weeks' time as the bridge to this man, Fabio Quartararo, who's got very modest expectations of a top six today. Here comes Zarco's around. There will be a new world champion in 2020. It's one of the 22 men that be Hysteria in Styria. Right, second row, dragged in side by side there with Polisbargo, and he's trying to go through, and he will take the whole shot. He leads. Lane, his Austrian Grand Prix starts as well. Mirda will have the advantage in the braking zone for the first time up at turn 3. Jack and 3, if they all manage to get through, okay, all out of the seat there was Franco Morbidelli. That was costly. Out wide, there was no way for Polisbargo to turn in, and he loses third place as well to Taka Nakagami. It's tired! Nakagami, what early drama! Crikey! Here's your team. Joan Mir has got to drop one position. I think that's because he went so wide on the exit of turn 1, but kept the power. Really rapid off the line. Rossi was 14. He's already inside that top 10 in 9. Did Mir give the position to Miller, that leads the Australian despite injury? Miller roughed up Polisbargo in the braking zone for Twitter on lap 1. That's old Rossi, that is, isn't it? In the background there, the Ducati of Dovi's a week ago then moves up into 6th place. Yeah, would not have had to work too hard for that one using the power. Turn 3, so then it's Jack Miller that leads the way. He led for so long in race 2, didn't he, last weekend when he gambled on either. Is that Lecuona? He is wide. He pulls it back to the apex though there to keep ahead of Taka Nakagami in 2nd place. In 9th place, lost 3 places already. Quartararo, the world champion leader, 12th at the moment, not even inside that top to go. Of course, it was these two fighting for 2nd place last week. How costly was the pit lane start for Johan Zarco? Indeed for Zarco. There he is, trying to make progress, hunting down Vito about Stefan Bradl. Bundy man again. He is. He's got a lot of work to do though from 10th place at present. He was 6/10 of a second. Is rather too optimistic. Jack Miller was standing next to him in the pre-event press conference when they had that exchange, and Jack said good tongue-in-cheek, all good natured. Well, they're side by side again. Binder's just behind Rossi at the moment on circuit. Still Miller lead stages. Plan A not executed. Miller was really wide on the approach to turn 6 there. Dovizioso did what he corners. Really tricky. Easy to get mired in mid-pack in that first corner. On board then with Zarco. Pace leader on that last lap with a 1:25.109. Zarco did a 1:25.276. Small error on the exit. Here comes Nakagami. Side by side with Mir. Nakagami's the fastest man on the circuit right now. Ahead of him. Polisbargo hanging on to that 4th place. That's the pressure from Alex Rins. Here is El Diablo. Nakagami, that's brilliant by the Honda man on the brakes into turn 3. Yeah, it's all closing up because Alex Rins now is getting on terms of side 9 on Nakagami into turn 4. He's up alongside him once more. Retaliation. That's nice from Joan. In the braking zones, it turns on a dime as well. So it's hard work for Taka Nakagami. We know last year that Honda, however, he's now dropped back behind Alex Marquez. So there's obviously been another mistake, hasn't there? Has he gone on wide? Lost loads of time there as the World Championship leader. Alex Marquez, by the way, has had a good start. He's up to 12. Egan's got past Valentino Rossi. And look at the lead has changed. Joan Mir has gone through the race. Although that's just been bettered. Ladies and gentlemen, Johan Zarco is now the quickest 4.685. He'd be in this group if it wasn't for that penalty. But goodness me. Braking into turn 4. So far, this is shaping up nicely. Hopeful for Yamaha. He's just ahead of Binder, Oliveira and Valentino Rossi. This is through Brad Binder's mind. Grew up idolising Valentino Rossi, and now twice in a week in Spielberg. There is Taka Nakagami. We've not not had a Japanese rider on the podium since Asuka.
Last dry race podium for a Japanese rider 14 years ago. Oh, due one, I think.
Yeah,
Japanese.
just a bit.
There'll be a few excited Japanese fans right now watching from the far.
He's promised this pretty much all weekend, Joan Mir.
Well, you won't find anybody that loves this Red Bull ring more than him. Fabio Quartararo then just about holding on to the World Championship lead, but Andrea Dovizioso at the moment pressed those tyres as Quartararo lunged up the inside of Alex Marquez into turn one, and
Go wide again.
It's not, is it?
He's very strong in Misano though. He will bounce back the Frenchman, but it's just a question of whether or not
Marquez in that Misano Grand Prix 1 year ago. It'll be interesting.
Paul Espargaro is wide.
He's just taking advantage. He had the better drive, the cleaner line, the cleaner approach down into turn 10. He made that look quite easy.
Then Paul Espargaro, he did say yesterday that he felt like he had the better package to win in the initial start last at fourth spot.
Dovizioso at this stage of the race, early doors, there's still a long way to go, 22 laps, but he's really looking like he's making big progress to get that back in between Rins and Paul Espargaro right now.
I'll tell you who he needs to be keeping.
If he could, he'd pinch himself right now, wouldn't he?
I mean, that's just the stuff dreams are made of for a... Behind him, Quartararo, Marquez, Petrucci, Aleix Espargaro. Morbidelli's out.
Now then on the soft Michelin rear tyre is Taka Nakagami. Tyre wear is going to be critical towards the back end of this, ripping it out from the fourth and fifth. That little personal duel has costed a bit of time here because near for the race at 1:24.450 is still at 10th down. Mir, Miller and Nakagami, nothing between them.
Deep line into turn number 3. Francesco Guidotti this morning when I gave a thumbs up to make of today. We just want to get through it and I'm hoping more than actually predicting that Jack will have a good race.
Of the Suzuka coming to the fore.
There is Paul Espargaro at the moment, Fendi to Miller and Nakagami. This is Dovi then up ahead of Maverick Vinales.
Well, Alex Rins knows what it takes. Last week, just runs up the inside of this one, Andrea Dovizioso into turn 6 when he lost the front, released the front brake. After that one, Rossi.
And he's going to, he's been passed by Lecuona, so Lecuona's now in the top 10 as he crosses the line. Paul Espargaro. There is Ika Lecuona, then the Red Bull KTM Tech spark that they had here 1 week ago.
Now, interestingly, Paul Espargaro and the preferred pick of the KTM men here this weekend in these cooler conditions, are they just lacking that error? Sweeps up the inside of Brad Binder. Binder said, I'm not having that, mate. He sweeps straight back on through.
Yeah, no, Lecuona's closing in on those two, by the way. The KTM trio. This is a stunning ride.
And he said to him, what is your objective for tomorrow? And he just went, finish. I need the experience.
100 Grand Prix short of Brad Binder. There's a massive difference in that.
Mir's just started 8-9 that last lap. It was 3 tenths quicker than Miller, a couple of tenths faster than Nakagami. Alex Rins just broke.
Here's Miguel Oliveira and Brad Binder side by side up through turn 2. Brad Binder will retire.
They were teammates in Moto 3, teammates in Moto 2, and they're going to be future teammates.
Vinales has hit a brick wall. Something has happened to Maverick. Look, there he is. He's dropped behind those
who at the moment is looking terrific. This is what he threatened to do. Davide Brivio, it's a long time to chew your fingernails.
And it's not over.
Put me down to the bone at this rate, not by lunch. Espargaro and Alex Rins at all. He's been stuck around those mid to high 124s, Dovizioso, and that's it.
He Kamahas in front of him. I think Quartararo, if the brakes are okay, he might find his way inside the top 10
KTM and Suzuki have made. Because last year you would not have had many races where KTMs were in front of all.
If Alex Rins was able to break through on Paul Espargaro, he might be able to stretch out. He's got some good rhythm. This is the battle for 4th place here at the Red Bull Ring. This is the second lead that sort of goes up to 6 tenths and drops down to 4 tenths in various sectors at the Ducati. Bit of a nose twitch there from Joan Mir on the drop to turn 9.
A couple of times he's getting it a bit loose. Even at this stage of the race, he looks so good right now, but there is a long way to go as well.
All over the tail of Dobby.
Yeah, all over the tail. I've just got some great rhythm. They've just problem, and it's coming in bright orange.
Quick Zarco check. He's gone past 3 riders. As Brad Binder now then gets into the slipstream of Andrea Dovizioso. Dobby this morning.
A warm-up session on it as well, but it's been so good here in the past on the software. Look at the launch of the system.
They've definitely
even
got
better
that
from
sorted.
Joan Mir. And that's why Mir had the drop back one play. Alex Rins took 7 or 8 bike lengths out of Maverick Vinales. Yamaha supposedly got a launch device.
Here's a replay of turn 3 with Mir. Two Hondas of Alex Marquez and Cal Crutchlow.
Yeah, Cal Crutchlow at the moment, it's been another horror show in Spielberg.
Dobby won't claw back a huge amount of points on Quartararo, but then everyone else is going to be thrown in the mix. I mean, from a neutral championship.
Marc Marquez isn't here. Does anybody actually want to win with 2020 MotoGP tyres? This will be humbling for Dobby. This will be humbling on a track where he's been so good in the past.
I just don't understand. It's peculiar, isn't it? We've got 16 laps left. We're on board here with Pol Espargaro currently in 4th. We should just at precise moment look like they're going to threaten the race. Danilo Petrucci for number 12. Here we are on board with him. Look, and he's about to be passed by Alex Marquez as well.
That horror crash with Zarco and Morbidelli.
He's got a problem. You know,
Had their technical problems.
you'd think that he'd have pulled over if it was an engine issue, so maybe something else. Is it another kid bolting?
Morbidelli's 17th at the moment as well.
Near's bolting here.
Roy wasn't more with a act in a big group battle. I'm not saying that's the reason why he is struggling, but he did say it was going to be a big
Second advantage over Jack Miller. Nakagami's still just about clinging on. Second gap back to Pol Espargaro and Alex Rins.
track limits warning coming the way of Quartararo. The Yamahas just have got no speed whatsoever. They've got no top speed, they've got nowhere near the pace of the top man.
Crutchlow trapping this Austrian circuit and keep it in track limits at the moment. Mir's doing a grand job of it as he leads up into slowly but surely on Pol Espargaro and Alex Rins. Now there's a dashboard sign here from Joan Mir.
Off the power a little bit just to conserve a bit of those tyres.
It's 1.3 up. Simon?
Yeah, this circuit is where the riders spend.
Going to attack, yes he is, lovely. Through turn 10 here, that's of course a move that we've seen many a time. What a ride this is from a Japanese rider, Honda, who must have won it.
That's soul destroying for Taka Nakagami because Jack Miller didn't even have to work hard for that one. As long as he got good drive coming.
Well, what it does do is extend Joan Mir's lead.
Get a heart rate monitor on Davide Brivio right now, please. The ones that they normally give to Maverick Vinales in the direction on the inside of Miller. That's how you get the job done at turn 6, folks. Out of turn 1. That's going to be critical. He's had to work really hard for this second to the bay now.
Looks like he's all right for now. Let's see what he's like on the drag, on the start-finish straight then from the helicopter. Sorry, side, we can't hear you. We've got no signal or something. But anyway, Binder, by the way, is gradually closing that gap. He's 1 second behind Rins.
Wait, what's happened here?
Oh my goodness me! That's Maverick Vinales.
There'll be a red flag.
There must be.
Has gone.
It is red flagged. We've got a red flag here in Austria.
That's it.
What's happened there? Simon, you need to be looking at this.
Well, has he got no brakes?
No brakes is the only thing I can think.
If that is no brakes, then to see Maverick Vinales jump back up is a miracle.
That is horrendous.
That's no brakes at all.
How many more scares in Austria? Absolutely gut-wrenching. Gut-wrenching.
I feel for Joan Mir. It's gone far enough or deep enough into the race for anything to be declared.
Steve, that bike was on fire.
12 laps starts now. A terrible start from Miller and from Rins. Mir gets up to another flag.
Back down to about 6th or 7th place. Cal Crutchlow was well wide at the back as well on the LTR Honda. But Mir.
Turn 3, Mir from Miller. Look at Pol Espargaro, he's 3rd. Miguel Oliveira's got off to a good start. I think he's up in
Rins through the first sector in 8th place. Then here comes Miller attacking in the braking zone for turn number 4. He's got the in through. Nakagami got hung out to dry coming through turn number 4. Dolby and Binder, I think, got through on the Japanese.
Turn 4 and 5 to lead ahead of Joan Mir. Pol Espargaro on the KTM already.
Rins trying to regroup after that very sluggish start. Not the launch that he wanted. Race 2, lap 1, and it will be Jack Miller that leads the way from Mir. Pol Espargaro in 6th place yet again. Nakagami was beaten up on that first lap. He started on the front row. He's 7th.
Still play a part. Here comes Brad Binder. He lunges up the inside of Miguel Oliveira, then he goes up into 4th place.
Would you? You really wouldn't. You really wouldn't. Is there another fairy tale coming for Binder.
Brand new. He tried to make a move on Paul Espargaro.
Yeah, but he's got the inside line into turn 6. He's wide again, so he struggles to running a good dogfight in race 1, weren't they? They're back at it again in race 2.
KTM guys,
He's having quite a few moments earlier in the second race, has Binder.
Yeah, and Dovizioso now is going through on Brad Binder. Beaten up, an unusual sight on a Sunday. Across the line though, 10 laps to go. Miller at 23.
Does not care too much for big reputations, does he, in MotoGP? Great lap then by Jack Miller.
There you go now, is that key? Joan Mir's not got enough tyres. He's out there on an 18-lap old medium front. That could be huge.
That could be decisive. Well, obviously Mir's gone out in this second.
Well, there you go. Tails are not over there. Down far, I'm guessing Rossi's gone out on brand new softs as well.
Zarco's got himself into the latest Espargaro has just picked him off, so what a humbling afternoon for Fabio Quartararo. He's had
Grand Prix of Styria. Jack Miller leads by just a tenth and a bit. Oliveira sprint race, serious lap times.
He wants that first podium finish, doesn't he, Miguel Oliveira?
We're very close to breaking the race lap record set by Dovi here last year.
Turn.
With the lights going out, it's been a nightmare for Alex Rins.
Yeah, he was wide, wasn't he, into turn number 3.
There's Fabio Quartararo. He's down in 14th place. He's only one ahead of Johan Zarco.
Absolute nightmare.
That is extraordinary, isn't it, really?
And Jack had a DNF, of course, when he crashed out of the lead group in Jerez
as well. Down the hill into turn 9.
Nobody can seize complete control of this 20. You can't take your eyes off it. Compulsive viewing.
How's Dobby faring then? Now he's got past Brad Binder.
And that, anything Miguel Oliveira can do, I can do better, says Paul Espargaro.
That's 500ths of a second away. With Joan Mir, does he fancy a look into turn 3 already? He's going through, but can he hold it?
Yes. Opportunity for Paul Espargaro. It didn't go his way last week. He's grasping it with both hands so far. Fabio Quartararo still just about the World Championship leader, heading to Misano tyres. What's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, guys, he's restarted with the same front, but he had a brand new rear.
To the zone now, isn't he? He's closing on Jack Miller. He's closing all the time. There'll be 7 from the number 44, who's got unfinished business after what's happened in the last fortnight. Across the line we go.
Back on through his lost drive coming out of turn 1 as Paul Espargaro. It's tight there. Rins again wide at the top of your picture.
Yeah, fancies a look up the inside of Joan Mir and will go through and just forces him out.
Dolby starting to look really, really menacing here. Look really, really strong. You've got to feel it really did.
I cannot see Mir holding on to a podium with that tyre. You can see that. It's such a shame. Yeah, he can't watch. Miguel Oliveira at the moment is up there in 3rd place about what happened last Sunday.
So 7 laps to go.
Here we go again.
Yeah, here comes Thomas. Much more defensive line. Hugged the middle of the track there, didn't Miller, to make sure there was no way through.
So
that is a proper collector's item.
Oh, that's tight through turn 3. That's really tight.
Yeah, you get the feeling here as well, though. Paul Espargaro can get through. He's got the better pace at the moment. You just wonder how Jack Miller's can't watch. Well, they've had some ups and downs over the last couple of weeks, haven't they? The KTM factory. It's a 2-pronged attack, with Oliveira also in there as well behind Paul Espargaro.
Isn't he? Here comes Paul then, he's going to attack down into turn 9. He goes alongside Jack Miller and through he goes, but can he?
Look how they all concertina up then coming out the final corner. This is going to be a pretty frantic and hectic final of winning his first.
Binder's gone way too hard.
That's his podium chance is gone. What with
Policy going to have a look up the inside? No, I love that line from Jack. That is box office slightly wide on exit there from Paul Espargaro.
Jack Miller, it's Speedway. It's MotoGP, Jack, not Speedway. That was a good impression of Aussie Jason Crump there.
43. Wide from Mir, he's struggling with grip and Dovi then gets another place and he gets closer.
And he's obviously struggling. You've got to feel for Joan Mir. You've really got to feel for him because he was so well placed to using all of his experience to try and get himself back into this podium battle. Every point prices, of course.
Finish straight we go and Paul powers away down the start finish straight. There goes Dovi as well.
It shows those lap times were different by just 5,000ths of a second.
Dovi was wide on the exit though.
Now Nakagami's in 6th place. Have they got anything?
4 laps to go for the Styrian Grand Prix. Whatever happens, this is Jack Miller we're on board with, sliding now around turn 5. We had some great slow-mos here yesterday. I mean, that's a sign that things are not good for Zhuang.
Through turn 6 there, you could see.
This is the hell it
Hot through turn 9 as well. Very uncharacteristically erratic at the moment, Andreevich.
away from Jack Miller, and you just know Miller, who's not had a win on a Ducati yet, will throw
Everybody Bob comments about Pol Espargaro's temperament post Spielberg last weekend, so
KTM 3 down, 3 to go, here in Austria. That's a bit too far away from Dobbins being able to keep Ducati's unbeaten run going. The hooded shoulder of Jack Miller.
yeah, can Miller keep their golden run going here? His display today, the spoil weekend, has merited better than this. He deserved better than 5th place if that's the outcome.
It looks like the win's coming from one of these 3. Pol Espargaro, Jack Miller, Miguel Oliveira.
That's the outcome in a couple of laps time for Pol Espargaro. He gets good drive grip out of that first corner. There's no...
Yeah, Miller, the only winner. Stances, wasn't it, over in Assen?
Great defending as well by Miller. He just stopped that Ducati smack bang in the middle of
Everything here.
Neo and Nakagami were wide there in turn 4 as well, as that cost them places to Alex Rins.
Let's look a little closer to Pol Espargaro. 2 laps to go here. Is Miller going to have a little...
Well, the last 2 sectors for Pol Espargaro and the KTM, he's looked so good over the course of the 2 Grand Prix here.
Espargaro taking what would be a memorable victory for KTM on home soil.
This is going to be the biggest lap of his life. And barely watch Pol Espargaro on the brink of the biggest day of his Grand Prix career. He's
On the brakes then into turn 3. Miller then, he's not going for that unusual line this time. Defensive from Pol, and he knew it from Miller.
Yeah, Pol Espargaro just got in a little bit too hot.
He's coming.
Miller is going to try and attack him on the brink.
Pol Espargaro, he tries to fight back through 5. No way through. This brings Oliveira into the picture as they one of these 3.
Can Miller hold on? Oliveira, he's trying to find a way through on Pol Espargaro. Hang on here in the Red Bull ring. Can he keep the Cathy's Northern Roll going? Here comes Pol Espargaro over the crest, down Tipping's
It's going to be done. Oliveira wins.
even in 10-3. Miguel Oliveira has won an unbelievable restarted Styrian Grand. They tried it for 20 years at Yamaha. Miguel Oliveira is the man on bride that final lap. Look at those scenes in Tech 3.
Can you believe it?
Wow.
Portugal, Jack Miller. But they're both so intent on trying to take victory that...
Well, it was Marquez de Vinci last lap.
This is turn 4. Block pass from Miller. Had to be done. And he did it. Into the last turn. Block pass. Miller thinks he's got it done. And then look at Oliveira. He keeps it.
Absolutely astonishing. Look at that. Coming into turn 10, he was 3rd. He comes out, they punch around down in pit lane with Simon.
Simon, I told you a few days ago, maybe that was something that was in my mind, and maybe I would retire before that would happen, and today this is happening, and I was later the best day of your life. I'm just happy to share that moment with you, my friend, because you're a special guy, Simon, special guy.
It's just such high emotions going on here. Can you believe it? Hervé Poncharal, they tried for 20 laps, and Miguel Oliveira is our newest Grand Prix winner in the 900th.